Hello everyone and welcome back to another stream of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Today, I have a checklist of today's objectives because we are coming close to the end. I'm so excited, guys. Our first item on this agenda is right over here. Let's grab a hold of the camera. Abandoned Hebra Mines. Where is... There he is, Master Kohga. I gotta sneeze. Is he asleep? I've been waiting for you. It is done. We have enough crystallized charges at last. Bum bum bum. And now, our gift to the Demon King. A weapon beyond compare. Will be reborn. Today will go down in infamy as the day our ultimate weapon's resurrection. I realize I'm blasting my microphone. There we go. And the day the world faced its end. Behold this feat of engineering. This is doing a test. Okay. This unstoppable Zonai construct. Count your blessings, Link. Your death will prove the Yiga clan's might. Then I shall take my rightful place in the darkness below the castle where the Demon King now dwells. Yes, where the end of all things will begin, in the deepest reaches of the depths far beneath Hyrule Castle. Now, come and get me. This time, I'll bury you. Oh, this doesn't count as a seized construct. Lame. Well, let's get on Minoru. Okay. I guess not Minoru. Eyeball. Let's keep attacking. It's 5 against 1. Oh, that's mean. But also effective. Okay. How do I deal with you? Like this. Boop. And attack. At least it is a different power from the Sheikah Slate that Kohga can't exactly defend against. Because how is he gonna stop me from reversing the flow of time of his own weapons? Come on, Master Kohga. Do your big infamous attacks. Yes. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Come on, Master Kohga. Only reverse the top one. What is going on? Fine. Oh boy. Come on. Why is this not working? You 5, get out of here. I'm wasting way too much time on this battle. Okay. Get out of here. 3 rounds of wastedness because I just couldn't get that to react. All my work destroyed. You little twerp. I was this close to destroying the world with the Demon King. You think I'm just going to let this stand, do you? Okay, crazy. Time to bust out my serious moves! A brand new technique I came up with in the deepest darkness of the darkest depths. It will destroy you. Tremble in fear! Now fly, Rocket Kohga! This wasn't supposed to happen! How dare you, Link? I'll have my revenge! Team Rocket's blasting off again? Master Kohga of the Yiga clan complete. Greetings. I will come to you. Please wait a minute. Oh my goodness. Thank you for driving out our trespasser. I watched your battle closely. It is unlikely he will appear in another abandoned mine. His manner of departure attests to that. Mines similar to this one can be found under thriving surface settlements and under places of distinction. There appears to be some connection between the surface and the depths. Very curious. Perhaps you will find this equally intriguing. There's one other thing before you resume your journey. A new schema stone. Well, first let's deal with this. Diamond. Crystallized. Let's get that schema stone. Authorizer verified. Welcome. This was once a busy refinery where a great deal of zonite was processed. My task here is to manage designs for mining equipment. Please hold one moment. I've confirmed that there is a schema stone you do not yet own. This gives us a rocket platform. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. I will also prepare the parts required to test it via auto build. I hope the schema stone I have provided for you will be useful. It actually will be. Not for the purposes that you're thinking of, though. Okay. Next up, let's go deal with some of these special treasure chests. They are my missed armors from when last week we were running around just collecting armor. So let's mark these. So there's one here. One here. One here. Here. There. We're not gonna go there yet. There. Where? Oh, and there. Okay, so red is first because it's the closest. As I'm button mashing A to activate. The Kuho Canyon Mine. This is a Tunic of the Wind. Next, we'll come up here. Yellow. You know what? This is probably still a good idea, because I can use... Oh boy, it's thundering outside again. I can use the doubled up armor to sell for more rupees. Gonna be high. Auto build. Get rid of that. And all that does is rotate you. Okay. The Starinda Lava Falls. Oh boy. Lava means fire. Okay. This. The Cap of Time. Next to the corner. Oh boy, oh boy. I just love a good thunderstorm. You're now pink. So, while this is flying, I do want to point out that I do have the Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. And I have decided that I am going to have to play it as well separately for a whole series. But I'm gonna come up with ways to make it play differently from my regular 1000 Year Door series that I've already done. Inside the Dark Skeleton is the Cap of the Wild. Out of curiosity. The skeletons are the key. So I think it was last episode when I was going through and filling in the mini map that I was like, I don't understand the dark skeletons. They're just kind of odd. I wish there was lore to them. I still want lore to the dark skeletons, but now I can firmly state that they are used as markers for us to find the Tunic of the Wild set from Breath of the Wild. That is awesome. Forward. So what is this treasure that was marked on my map from an old map? Drop. So we got Cap of the Wild. Oh, frick. Oh, boomerang. Wait, do I need the Sea Breeze boomerang? I feel like I do. I do not. Okay. Delete that pin. Let's go to this one and we'll loop around. Then we have 2 more tunics down here in the depths. Armor pieces. Yeah, it's just gonna constantly rumble thunder for the next probably hour. So huzzah, huzzah. Lindor Canyon Mine. The Tunic of Time. Okay, let's go up. And then we'll go down. And then we head back to Lookout Landing to get the Tunic of Memories. Sweet. Okay. That storm is not gonna let up. The Elden Dark Skeleton. Oh no, oh geez. Okay. Phantom Ganon. Oh boy. Come on. I can't quite see what he's doing. Through the haze of the Elden region. Come on. Oh my gosh. Get out of here. Done. I'll take your sword. I'll definitely take your bow. Demon King bow. While we're over here, right next to these. Okay. So, we are right next to the skeleton. Let's mark it. Trouser of the Wild. That was a flash. Every day this week, it's been raining. And it sucks, because it's on again, off again rain. The Minshi Grove. Seriously? Out of here, Evermeans. Tunic of the Sky. Okay. So this part requires dealing with the Gleeok, which we're not quite ready to deal with yet. So let's move on. We have a couple of things we're trying to do. Between streams, I did go looking for a Grizzle Maw for the fabric. We did have it in our compendium, so we were able to just find it. So that was done off screen. We just did the photo. We're turning it in on stream. Now let's go activate this. I'll offer pose. The Tunic of Memories. Tunic of Memories. There we go. Oh, this guy only does the tunics. Bless me. We are now going to head down to... Actually, first, let's see if this guy here accepts selling armor.
Hey.
Buy my stuff. Okay. So, down here. Yes, so we do have 2 Tunics of the Winds. 2 Tunics of Time. Trouser of the Sky, the Sky, the Sky. Missing the Cap of Twilight, which I believe is with the one Gleeok. Wind. Time. Hero. Wild. Awakening. Fierce. Okay. So there we go. Next. I need to go over there. We have the barbarian outfit that we didn't collect. Which, based on my intel, is over here. That's a big old flash. Okay. Ooh. That one could probably be heard. Okay. Krenel Hill Cave. So, the barbarian outfit apparently is in here. How could I have missed it? Where's Yunobo? There he is. Yunobo. Yeah, that's not gonna work out. You. Dangerous cat lady. Yeah, now my doggos are barking at the thunder. Okay. Okay. Right here. Okay. I guess this arena did look like it was supposed to be part of a battle arena. Maybe that's why I didn't go searching too much farther. Kaboom. Okay. gonna say this is the barbarian outfit. The barbarian armor! Yes! Okay, now that we are on our way, let's go down here next. We are almost ready to proceed with memories. Sweet, sweet memories. Which means the Deku Tree. For anyone trying to decipher what I mean by memories. Okay. Right over there is the Great Fairy, and it's because I want to upgrade the Barbarian armor that we're checking out the Great Fairy. And land. Paha! Welcome back. Enhance away. The barbarian armor. I don't think it's going any higher than that, to be honest. Yeah, no, I need Lionel stuff. Gross. Let's see. No. So what I'm going to transition to is armor is now going to be upgraded off stream. Because it's very complex. But in my YouTube episode of today's stream, you'll find the resource for which armor pieces you need. Someone very generously put it up online. So I am using their reference as a source. Let's go get the last paraglider. This photo literally took us all game just to come back for. Rework paraglider. I have a new reference. The Grizzlemaw. He's gonna get to work on the pattern at once. That's that piece. I'm slowly crossing things off. I am pleased as punch that I could make all these pretty new fabrics. We might as well take a peek. So where's the Grizzlemaw? Right there. Honestly, a lot of these do look good as a fabric. Oh, I do have the Hudson construction fabric. Odd. Well, that saves us a trip up north. Okay. Now we're going to go spend some rupees with Robbie. Because there's actually two things. We are going to complete the Hyrule Compendium and get the Robbie fabric. Which, honestly, I did not know that completing the compendium rewarded anything up until this week. And I'd be doing it myself, but there are end game scans that I don't want to wait for. So let's get the last 5 fauna. Let's get the last 2 materials. And let's get the last 12 weapons. Hey, you! I'm all sold out of pictures I had in stock. But there's no stopping an inquisitive mind like mine. Perhaps very soon I'll get some new pictures. And then you'll just have to come back. Of course, you will always be welcome. Wait. Oh, it's the first one. Yeah, can't get that photo. Oh, and it won't let me get the other photo that we're missing. Interesting, that won't let me get the certain boss photos. So, monsters and the last weapon. So, never mind. I thought we were going to get Robbie's fabric today. Oh boy. Listen to that rainfall. It's disgusting. Okay. So, I'll get to what these squares are in a bit. For now, I believe it's hailing outside now, so we are now going to be listening to the ratata of hailstones on the house. So our next objective is the Lightroots here. So we're going to mark them. And we're also going to go get the Korok Mask. So, go through the Minshi Grove. This is all technically uphill, and I believe... No, keep going. Oh boy, listen to that sound of heavy rainfall. It's actually really awful. Okay, so this is where we land if we took the chasm down. And this is also currently the only way into the Minish Woods, or the Korok Forest. Bless me. I have no idea why I'm so sneezy. I want to be careful because I feel like we're on a route. That's the Lost Fog. Hello. That's the Lost Fog. There, the fog on the ceiling. You see it? That's definitely the lost fog that hides Korok Forest. I just know the forest is up above the fog. I just know it. Okay. I never actually seen that Korok before. I must have walked right by him in my personal playthrough. In parts of the stream playthrough, I've seen things that my personal playthrough has never seen. In parts of my personal playthrough, I still have seen things that we haven't seen together. So it's exciting what we're gonna be able to see here soon. Let's start Korok Grove. Seriously? It really does not help when all these hands want to grab me. Okay. Hello, Phantom Ganon. Bop. Come on. Yeah. Okay. We'll take another bow. Let's drop the swallow bow. Okay. Hopefully we stop encountering demon kings. We are approaching a dark forest. Okay. So got rid of the extra heart. Up we go. First Lightroot. The Eknapup. Okay, looks like heavy rainfall's now been replaced by normal rain. Okay. Now that we can kind of see into the grove, it is quite pretty, albeit super dark and creepy. Now, I am seeing that there are thick roots. No doubt these are the roots of the Great Deku Tree. Ancient and wise. Let's get this root. And it's right next to, I call these lighthouses, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh, Koroks. I just can't figure this out. I made it this far, but seems like there's no way up from here. If you could jump super high, straight up, you'd be in Korok Forest. But then there's the ceiling. It seems impossible. Ah, so this is really the place that tells you all about the lighthouses. We have 2 more Lightroots. This one here. Forward. Then maybe we'll warp back up so that we can just fly to the last one. The Shijnin Shrine, Lightroot. Since there's just one more left to find here, I'm gonna highlight the item. There's only one Lightroot left after all of this as well, and that's down in Hyrule Castle. Which I guess I could go get right away so that it is done. We'll see where the day takes us. Let's keep going. Up. And in. Our near penultimate Lightroot. Now, this item that we're going for next is the answer to finding all the Korok seeds without using a guide. What is going on with these bananas? Forest Coliseum. Hehehe. Ha 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 ha. We've got you now. You must be Link. You're as foolish as you are greedy. Who would have left precious bananas just lying around? You walked right into our trap. All right, introductions. Listen and tremble in horror. Watch and quake in fear. We are the unstoppable force sworn to eliminate you and Princess Zelda too, led by the indomitable Master Kohga. We are the Yiga clan. I defeated Kohga. Your life is ours, fighting a Black Enox. Okay. Demon Bow. just wait for that eyeball. Yes, I am quaking in fear. I am trembling by your might. Okay, eyeballs aren't working anymore. Okay. I'm gonna assume the Yiga trapped the Hinox, because, like, it doesn't seem like they would work together willingly. And that is the armor. So there are a few pieces of armor left. But our next piece that we're doing is restoring the Korok Forest. So, let's go see what is going on. Why is there a dark fog bursting out of the forest? Korok Forest. Deku Tree, Great Spirit of the Korok Forest. Hello? Hello? Well, looks like there's something dark and sinister going on. Delete the stamp. We're gonna highlight that because we'll be completing it. Once we clear this shrine, we will take a short break. Swing to hit. Okay. Clear that this is gonna be a position underneath. Pull back as far as we can and release. Swing and hit. Next room. Okay. Up. I don't think so. Okay. Treasure chest. Zonai large charge. Okay. Now for what this actually is. So we need to adjust. And this. Places. Bring back, bring up. Go. Bop. And the shrine. Okay, guys. With this, we are going to take a brief intermission, stretch our legs, just check in on my dogs because it's been raining and gotta make sure that they're doing okay. When we come back, we will be working on restoring the Korok Forest and doing some side quests here. So, we will be right back. Okay. We are back. So, the way to do this is to actually deal with this. So, inside the Great Deku Tree, we see that there's now a chasm. Make sure that I have some weapons that are good. Good. Let's go to a nice armor set. Let's go to armor. Down we go. The Deku Tree Chasm. We have Gloom hands. And unlike other Gloom hands where I'm like, oh, Gloom hands, this one we have to deal with. Okay, that's doing nothing. Okay. So, now we have Phantom Ganon again. Just beat him up. Destroying this Phantom Ganon does clear up a bit of the gloom we see here. Look, we have Koroks coming back. Hi there, Koroks. No longer petrified? You did it! Thank you so much, Mr. Hero. The Great Deku Tree is waiting for you in Korok Forest. So, I think we can get out this way? Up. And up. And up. This might just take a minute because we're going straight up and out. There we go. Okay. Let's see the Great Deku Tree. Oh. It does look like we do not have the Master Sword here, though. Okay. But we do have a pedestal. Ah, so it is you. I must apologize. I'm still quite groggy, as though I am awakening from a bad dream. You rid me of that unpleasantness deep within me. Yes, you went to great trouble to restore me. Thank you. It has been some time since we last spoke. Have you been well? Yes, the last time we spoke, that was when you came here with the princess to retrieve the Master Sword. Memory time.
It is good to see you, Princess Zelda of Hyrule, and Link, Keeper of the Master Sword. Your blade has been fully restored. Go on then, Link. Draw it once more.
Great Deku Tree, thank you so much.
There is no need for thanks. I merely watched over its renewal.
It is amazing that a sword can heal itself, no matter how badly damaged it becomes.
It can do more than heal. The sword will continue to gain strength if bathed in sacred power. The stronger that power, the more powerful the sword becomes. The potential of this fabled blade may well be limitless. Truly the work of a goddess.
A sword that grows ever stronger. The Master Sword.
So, funny story. It turns out I forgot to unmute my microphone after the amazing cutscene that we had just witnessed. So, over on Twitch, if you are planning on rewatching this live for the next week, 2 weeks, which covers the lifespan of the Twitch stream there, you won't have this audio. This is YouTube exclusive commentary in post-production. So what we're going to do is talk about what's going on. So the Great Deku Tree is able to sense the presence of the Master Sword, and he tells us that it is moving. It is currently over the Hebra region, and we will investigate that in another series. What we're now going to do is do some side quests, starting off with using Ascend inside the Great Deku Tree's hollow to go to his mouth. That is where this is, and we find this cute little Korok, Oki. He is in this little hidden spot. He wants to create a secret room. This is such a cute little Korok. He is so adorable. He wants certain material, blue nightshades and giant bright bloom seeds to be exact, in order to decorate this room. He also wants to decorate it at night, so if you talk to him, he will say something along the lines of waiting until night, and you guys can wait together. It's really cute. By this point of the game, we definitely should have the material. The secret is knowing where to find Oki, and to be honest, I did not know he was in there. What I was trying to do was get to the top of the tree and come out of his face, because, like, who doesn't want to come out of the Great Deku Tree's face? So the secret room gives us the Korok fabric, which was one of our major items from our checklist. What we also have is 2 more quests and 3 shrine quests that we'll be completing as well. So what we're now doing is ascending all the way up the tree. We come out on one of the branches, and we just are circling and looking for the Korok up here, because I figured there was going to be something. There was a Korok up here in Breath of the Wild. We have Walton, and he wants us to find forest dweller weapons that he's hidden around the forest for his Korok friends to try to find. And he wants us to see if he's put them in really good hidden places. So the first one is right behind him. It's the Forest Dweller's Sword. Yes, Forest Dweller's Sword. At first I thought we had to take photos of it, but then I decided if that's not the case to take photos of the equipment, that I could just drop the gear. The spear is just on the other side of the hollow that he stands at, so that is good. Next, we're going to talk to him. He's going to tell us that he wants us to find a shield that he has hidden down at the Great Deku Tree's face. So now we're gonna... The greatness of doing this post-commentary is that I decided, rather than doing 55 minutes of post-commentary, that I can just chop away some unnecessary parts. It's good practice for me because I want to try to get into this sort of evolution of my work where I'm chopping out backtracking. This would be very important for future projects like Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door on the Switch, because it's a remake of the original, and we've already done the original, but I still have a lot of new content to showcase in that game. Getting this whole feel of how to chop up and highlight the game by chapter is something that I want to get into. Also, now that the Korok Forest was cured, Hetsu's back here. If we talk to him, he tells us that he was scared that the forest was in trouble and that he's glad that it is fixed. And then our final Korok quest is finding whirly swirly objects. This is our first one, a whirlpool. So now we're gonna just warp all the way back. You know, I could probably chop up a little bit more. And Kuta, I think that's the name, Kuta? Kula, sorry. The going through post commentary and actively reading the names is surprisingly difficult. Next, we are going to be making our way to the Gerudo region, because that is where the sand swirlies are. Particularly these sand pits. So all we need to do is take a picture of one and bring it right back to Kula. And I think it's a she will give us our reward. Now, I'm so upset. It literally wasn't until near the end of the stream that I had discovered, I didn't even discover, I got a comment with chat saying, oh, by the way, your mic is not working. And I'm like, no. And I knew the moment that he said my mic is muted when I muted my mic. So, now we're starting with the shrine quests. We're going to start with Zuki, and he's telling us that he saw something similar to the shrine out in the forest, but there are lots of monsters, and he doesn't want his other Korok friends to get into any danger, so he's standing guard, and since we're a Hylian, he's not going to stop us from going out, but we do have to stay within the blue nightshade flowers which border the path. I believe the area is still a similar track to what Breath of the Wild did. This was the same shrine direction of the Korok shrine. There was a Korok. He wanted to be brave and didn't want Link to follow him, but we followed him close behind without being heard so that the Korok would lead us to the Sheikah Shrine. In this one, it's a lot easier because instead of trying to deal with a Korok in the path, we are dealing with just bone monsters. So Dazzle Fruit would be great to use here, just to quickly defeat monsters. I obviously didn't choose to do that. I chose to just swing a Gloom sword and chop down trees. I have terrible aim sometimes with these Stalblings in order to just knock them down. Next up, we are dealing with some more Stalblings. But we should be approaching soon the actual shrine. In fact, I think that Stalblin is the last one on our way before we get to the end. And right here we see that, hey, there is in fact a shrine ring, but there's no shrine. The Korok told us that there was a shrine out here that he saw. Something that was different. So initially, I believed that he saw the rings, but he didn't see the rock. But he actually did see the rock because he saw something to the left. He saw the mini rock. And like, if you didn't think this was a stone talus before, you clearly have not faced off against enough stone taluses. So now this is me just looking for a powerful weapon, and we're attacking and trying to free the shrine stone. And there we go. easily destroyed. Once that's done, we carry it back to the shrine, and this is probably the longest clip that we are going to be watching because it has the most to do. In fact, it is the longest clip. I just double checked. So we walk the stone back to the shrine, and it's actually longest because if I wanted to adjust one of the other shrines that we have to set up and not cut back, then that one would probably be the longest. But this one, there's no backtracking involved. So yeah, all of these shrines, since they are shrine quests, are gonna be Raru's blessing shrines. The challenge comes from being able to reach the shrine and enter it rather than a puzzle within it, which makes these last 3 shrines in the entire game the easiest. And like, sweet. Inside, it's the Raru Shrine, Raru's Blessing. This particular chest has diamond in it. Yes, diamonds. And so that's awesome. We do require diamonds for upgrading equipment and armor. I didn't say it during stream, but I am going to say it here actively right now, and then you'll hear it again next stream. The upgrading of armor to 4-star is being removed from my idea of 100% completing the game. The reason why is because of 3 factors. The first one is amber. The gemstone requires 660 versions of it. Just on a quick aside, Maka here tells us of a secret spot that they can go to with a green swirl similar to the shrine. It's visible from the sky, but Hylians can't walk to it from the forest because it's surrounded in lost fog. So Maka tells us this is where it is, and in order to get to it, we have to get to it from the Sky Island, which I'm sure that we could find something. Now, because that shrine is something we can do later, we decided to go check out the 3rd shrine quest, which is this one. And this whole shrine quest could have been much easier too if I decided not to sell one particular item, the golden apples. I sold golden apples while I was monster hunting because who needs golden apples? Clearly this Korok wanted golden apples. So now I have to go through the actual challenge to find golden apples. This is me literally checking, why don't I have golden apples? So up we go. This in Breath of the Wild was the Trial of Wood, and you had wooden weapons that you could not break and had to navigate this forest area that was filled with fire enemies, like these fire keys. I don't even know how I triggered the shrine, to be honest. So I'm like, oh, that's weird. The shrine is like right here. That's odd. This is just me trying to get the fire keys items, and we're gonna press forward. Now, I actually thought the golden apples were just right up here because I am tracking golden apples. But, no, they were not. In fact, they are quite far away. this is the challenge. Again, don't sell golden apples. I know this is stream number 56 and people have probably sold their golden apples already or haven't made it to the Lost Woods. Just save yourself the extra headache. Keep the golden apples. At least keep 5 of them if you're item hunting for that sort of equipment and gear for food. It really does help. My goodness, it helps. So, our Goron blasts forward, and honestly, we use the flames so that we can avoid the thunder like, because my goodness, so much. And here, we come across the Mido Swamp, and my instinct is like, let's throw some ice berries into the water, because that's how you get across mud. It's not. Do not waste your time with notions like that. I believe the way we ultimately go forward is by using fire, because the goal up ahead is just... I really thought that you could freeze the mud, because like you freeze the mud before. I even throw ice from my ice wand to do it, and nothing. So now we pull out the ruby rod and create an updraft so that we can just soar across. There is a lightning wizrobe, and you can tell that because lightning wizrobes have less detail to their robes. Thunder wizrobes have more. I say that, but now I'm thinking, did I just get the detail wrong? Fire wizrobes have less detail. Meteor wizrobes have more. Ice wizrobes have less. Blizzard wizrobes have more. Is it thunder then lightning? Oh gosh. My brain does not want to brain. Here we are at the Golden Apple Orchard. There's only 2 trees. You only need 5 apples, but there are 6 here, so if you really wanted to eat one, you could. And now, we're going to just fade back to give the apples back to the Korok. Because why waste the time? It's literally a straight walk back. You don't even have to walk back. You could use the warp to warp back to Korok Forest and walk back up. I decided to take the fun way of walking back because we already had the fire rod equipped, so it should have been just an easy stroll back, and it was. Now we're just strolling to take this stone forward to the shrine. Once again, this is a Raru's Blessing shrine, so there's really no struggle or problem. Inside, oh gosh, what was it? I think it was another Forest Dweller bow. Forest Dweller weapon. Oh, it was a weapon. It was the Mighty Zonite sword. So, there's that. We now will grab the shrine, and then we will deal with the shrine that makes us go from the skies to the ground. I should have cut off some of these loading screens. I decided to keep them in, for one, at the level I was editing things. I didn't really have that big of control over where I was seeing and where I wasn't seeing. So we go back to the Tall Island where we got the glide pants. Oh gosh, we got a glide item, and you literally just fall through the cloud. That is how you get in here. There's no other way to land here. So, we... oh gosh. I'm trying to remember what the Breath of the Wild equivalent of this area was. Iron. It was the path of iron, and you had to follow metal objects in order to reach the shrine. It makes sense that they've closed it off. Honestly, the Lost Forest part of Korok Forest, I feel, is too close to Breath of the Wild. They could have remodeled the directions that the Lost Fog spreads out in. There could have been something to change it up so that it's not just going back over the 3 Sheikah Shrine trials to do the Zonai Shrines, which the Zonai Shrine... I'm pretty sure the Sheikah Shrine trials here also didn't have complex puzzles within. I think, if I'm trying to remember it correctly, the Sheikah Shrines in the forest were also just Sheikah blessings. Since this is the last one as well, we get the blessing. I didn't skip this one because this literally is the last blessing of light. Light of blessing. Oh my goodness. I skipped this item so many times I can't even recall off the top of my head. It's okay. We get the item thing here. Light of blessing. Now, here we also get the quest notification. This is the final light of blessing. Make your way to the Temple of Time. There you shall find a suitable reward for your efforts. We get the side quest, the Shrine Explorer, which you get after completing all 152 shrines. Now, I just want to put out there, because what we're about to do is we're about to see me fill in some heart pieces by going back to the Deku Tree after talking to Maka, because this is Maka's secret spot. You found this place. So, the thing to point out is about hearts, shrines, and stamina. And this was an issue we had in Breath of the Wild, and the legacy continues here in Tears of the Kingdom. So we're going to talk to the goddess statue, trade in our 12 light of blessings for 3 heart containers. And if you notice in the top corner that there's 5 spots left in that lower row. Heart container. Now there's 4, but we can only get 2. Now there's 3, but we can only get 1. Was it really that difficult to not put in 8 more shrines so that you could have 160 shrines, 2 full rows of hearts, and a full stamina wheel? Why do we not get that? Why is the hearts incomplete? Or if I did complete the hearts, why would the stamina wheel be incomplete? Our reward for doing all this is the Ancient Heroes aspect, a beautiful item that can only be collected here at the end of the game. It is a 1-piece garment, and we are going to showcase it, and I hate it. This is supposed to be the representation of the hero seen in the tapestries from Breath of the Wild. The one that saved the kingdom 10,000 years ago. It is ugly. I do not like this outfit. In fact, it's probably the worst one I've seen in a Zelda game. What makes it interesting, now that I've only seen it a second time and in post, is that it has a tail. And what else had tails like that? The Minish did. More linkage that could have tied together the Minish, which was a race that the developers wanted to put into Breath of the Wild, because we haven't seen the Minish since the Minish cap. And then we also have the Zonai who came from the sky, similar to the Minish. There's so much lore potential. And I'm going to put it out on record. I do enjoy Breath of the Wild, and I do enjoy Tears of the Kingdom. But I am glad that this is the last of this story of Zelda. There's not going to be a third one that's open world in the same area of Hyrule. It's going to be a new Zelda game coming out next. One in a unique Hyrule. Hopefully we get traditional Zelda items back. I miss the hook shot, guys. I miss the Megaton hammer. I honestly miss, like, there's so much that I miss of the original games. And I'm Tears of the Kingdom definitely is a burnout of this formula. As someone who's played Breath of the Wild on stream, unfortunately I don't have a YouTube record of it because it was before I was doing YouTube records. And like, even in Breath of the Wild, I tried to find all the Koroks. I did all the shrines. I did the master quest. It was the first time I did the Trial of the Sword for the first time. Then Tears of the Kingdom came out, and it's fun. Like, did I not enjoy Tears of the Kingdom? No, I enjoyed Tears of the Kingdom. Are there elements of Tears of the Kingdom that felt like they were oversold yet undercooked? Yes, I absolutely think there are elements of this game that did not sell or settle. The advertisements of the sky showed that it was filled with sky islands all over the place. Like, it was a populated metropolis of sky islands to traverse. In reality, the only place that's like that is right here in the Great Sky Islands. It's not like this almost anywhere else. It's so scattered and spacious that the sky itself feels like it was wasted potential. That being said, it's possible that they did that approach because of the fact that it had dragons in the sky. And if the sky is too crowded, how do you get the dragon to fly? The last dragon we haven't seen, the light dragon, is literally before this point of the game flying so high in the sky that you cannot access it unless you have a high enough zonized battery container, or you get to this part of the game when the light dragon will be flying much lower. Anyways, let's circle back to what's going on. We did a special story, and now this Zonai construct is going to tell us the story of how the Great Sky Islands came to be. And this is part of the grand scheme and plan that Zelda had done prior to whatever she did in the past. We still have one memory to deal with that the Light Dragon actually gave us. So maybe Zelda met the Light Dragon and this last memory is what the Light Dragon said to Zelda, maybe. Minoru knows more about what's happened, but I guess we're going to have to just wait another stream. I do apologize. We did not go get that memory in this stream. We will next time. So we got ourselves the Zonai fabric for completing this trial, and that is all of our Sky Island stuff. Next, we're gonna go get us some more rice, Hylian rice, because the Lurelin quest requires that. We require rice and logs. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret. I didn't understand what he meant by logs. I have the bundle of rice, so I'm like, yeah, we have the wood, we have the logs, we have the rice, let's go talk and do this. So he said, bring me 15 logs. And I'm like, but I should have more than 15 in my inventory. Why aren't you looking at my inventory? So I accidentally asked him a question, and he's telling us about the different shops that will be part of the renovations. I ask him about the materials again, and he tells us that logs can be formed by cutting down trees. Watch out, get carried away, and you chop a log and it becomes wood. And I didn't read that the first time, so I'm like, okay, well, why won't you let me just hand you the wood? So I go to double check the materials. And I see that I have 47, but he just wants 15. He wants 15 uncut logs from trees. Not pine trees, trees. And it is at this point that I'm like, oh no. There's no way I can fill this in at the end of stream. I'm going to have to do this another stream. And I can't go do the Addison sign quests because I don't have enough time for that. I had a movie that I was going to see immediately after stream was done. So now this is me being like, oh great, now what do I do? Now what do I do? So now I'm talking about how I've completed every side quest up to this point. There's nothing left. We only have the Lurelin Restoration Project, which is the final side adventure in the entire game. And then I go back to side quests and I'm looking at my tracker and I discover, wait, there is one more side quest that I could complete. And that requires us to go to the Spirit Temple. So that's where we're off to now. Right there, Spirit Temple entrance. Now it is the Spirit Temple because inside there's Minoru's construct. To the left we have, I think it's a merchant. I never actually talked to him, but to the right is a quest. This is only available after leaving the Spirit Temple for the first time with Minoru, and you come back and he gives you an ancient blade, and for 50 Zonite he will give you another. So that's what we do. And now this is when one of my streaming friends, Respartus, joins chat, and I'm talking to him, except I'm not really talking to him because my mic wasn't working. So with this in mind, we're gonna be cutting back now to live commentary. We will see you guys later. I just spent an hour with that muted. we're at the end of the stream anyways. I spent an hour, or just under an hour, with my whole mic muted. I'm so... Guess for YouTube, I'm gonna post-commentate the ending. Oh my gosh. Because it wasn't even muted from the system. It was muted from the mic. You know what? Screw it. We'll leave it. I'll just do post commentary over on YouTube. Basically what we did was shrines and a bunch of stuff. Actually really upsets me. That happened. We are at the end of the stream, Respartus. So thank you for letting me know about the mic. I'm mentally banging my head against the microphone right now, and I hate it. From everything from saving the Deku Tree onwards is basically no audio, which, if I look at my notes, was the Korok quests, the Korok Shrine, the Sky Islands, and the little bit we had left. So really, we didn't lose that much. We are calling it a stream. Get rid of that thing. So why? Next week, we have two things to conclude. The first, three things to conclude. We are going to be dealing with Lurelin Village, which sucks. He wants 15 unchopped logs. I hate that. That is why. That's why. Why? We have a bunch of side quests related to Lurelin Village that we are going to be completing. We have Addison's signs. Every square you see on my mini-map that you see in the upper corner is an unhelped Voldemort sign. I will be running around and marking not marking, they're already marked, helping Voldemort put up Hudson's signs for the Addison fabric. Sage's Will, up on the sky. All these stars that you see are Sage's Wills. They increase the power of the Sage so that they do more damage. Some of them are going to be difficult. I know this is a King Gleeok, and to get it, you have to defeat King Gleeok. So we have some King Gleeoks to defeat. A lot of Sage's Wills to collect. After that, we have the Light Dragon's tier over here to watch. We have to get the Master Sword, which is on the move. And then we have the last Lightroot and Hyrule Castle. Now, based on what I've said in that breakdown, I think I'm going to be on 2 more streams. Yes. 2 more streams, because the amount of time it will take to go around the entire surface and sky collecting Sage's Wills and Voldemort's sign stuff, that's gonna basically eat up an entire stream, which sucks. If I get extra time during the week, I will probably do it then on stream, but that is the plan. I'm still so upset about the mic. Okay. I gotta get going because I'm going to go see a movie. So, thank you, Respartus, for joining today. It was awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you for noting the microphone. And I'm so upset. Next week, we've covered everything. If you're watching this over on YouTube, blah, 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 blah. If you're watching this over on YouTube, because all my streams transfer over there, subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can stay up to date with YouTube exclusive content like Pikmin 4. If you are watching over here on Twitch, after the fact, please follow so that you can stay up to date when I do go live. I don't have a project yet for what's going to come out after Tears of the Kingdom, but there's a few options now. I've collected quite a few new games, so we will be seeing what we do next. We will see you guys next week for more Tears of the Kingdom. Later, Respartus, and everyone.